I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I that like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they self.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they believe me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day.
I got all black, bro. I don't know if I can get no weird ass stuff.
On the way, cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold, I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on.
Right now they say you got white and blue. Just get all white or something.
I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.
Right there, it's all white now. Now you all white.
I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord.
Let me close this window because I know I'm about to be yelling and shit.
Man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL.
Close this window real quick.
I could get it by myself.
You tell them niggas I broadcast?
I could get it by myself.
Oh, 89. I thought you were talking to somebody. I thought you were talking to what's the name on the phone?
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints.
I love it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Mike McGinnis!
Uses the spin. And this return net's positive as he gets past.
Yeah, there you go. Get your ass up, nigga. Shit. Yeah, stretch. Do your stretch, all that, Mike McGinnis. Shit. What? I can't believe that one. Never thought I'd hear that day.
25 and up to the 27.
I ain't got that nigga no more.
They'll come out throwing here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. He'll look to throw.
Michael Dennis!
Tries to get it to
Michael Dennis! Michael Dennis! This ain't Dominique you playing, boy! Yeah.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Pollard.
That's a fact. Come on, ref.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Oh, my God.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, Wood.
Oh, Michael Dennis! Damn! Why'd I do that? Five, it was point!
Nico Hardman, the intended target. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things out.
Why are you saying that, Michael Dennis?
Here's a run first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Second and 11. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
That's my fault.
A big play there.
Oh, that's my fault. We just gave him. That was my fault. He didn't do nothing, y'all.
Strike first
He
here in
didn't
this
even do
opening
it.
quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
He didn't do it. They giving up free shit. Damn, he didn't do nothing for that.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot.
What's up, nigga? You watching this, Dominique? Tyler, you next, nigga.
His 6th touchdown of the season. As his guys
should
are
be 10-0 right now, man.
First quarter.
It should be 10-0.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Where?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second down and inches.
Oh, God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
And he's
Damn
able
it!
to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Oh,
Looking
shit!
for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
66. Bullet high. Delta.
2nd and 10.
Good shit! Good shit! That's what he did to go to the pussy ass route.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw.
Good shit, defense!
Down he goes.
Ah, my
And no
goodness!
matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Oh, he nearly broke that one as it stands, though. A heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On the ground, Kamara.
Hold on to that ball.
Give him 9.
Hold on to that ball, Petey. Hold on to that ball, Petey.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
You're right.
These two teams all tied after one.
You back off for him. I'm glad you said something. You back off for him real quick.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, Delta.
Wood now to throw on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I ain't supposed to have got it, Mike McGinnis. That's all it was. I said, you damn right.
Go now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
53 is the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now Wood. From the gun, he'll throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried.
Come on!
That ball
Hit
had to
him!
be
Come
gotten
on!
rid
Give me
of,
some,
otherwise he was
ref.
going to get sacked.
Damn!
So the drive stalls out
Give me a
inside
fight
the
to get this play.
15-yard
Come
line,
on.
but they
Give
do
me
get
that.
3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the run, watch the run. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, Michael J, that's why you see that, boy.
And they lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Shit, nigga.
2nd and 13.
Oh my God, that's my pick.
Incomplete. Tried to dial
Let
up
me
the long
pick
one out
it.
there, but it'll be 3rd
Oh, that
down.
was my
The
pick.
name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mark 55, Mark 55. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check 24, check 24.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second
I was
quarter.
looking for some niggas where they were supposed to be in there. You know how that go, Mike McGinnis.
Here we go. Set. Coach Smith. 60 at block. My car. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this.
Oh, give me that!
That's
Oh my
incomplete,
God!
but
Let
there
me
is a
take
flag down, so
that!
hang on. A big call coming
Let me
on
go
3rd down.
with that guy!
So he was past the
Oh
line of
my
scrimmage when he
God.
threw it.
And as they say,
Let me go.
that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand
me
where you
go.
are on the field
Oh,
and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
Don't do me like, why
And a
y'all
nice
do
job
me
here
like
to
that,
down this
though?
one right on the 5-yard line.
Stupid as
That
fuck,
is how
Greg
you
McGinnis.
flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside
Long
the
as you ain't got
15,
no- as long
inside
as you
the
ain't got Aaron
5.
Donald.
Superb.
53 is right. Watch QB drop.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
Oh,
And
God.
space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pollard going to try the right side. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Mike 53. Watch the defense.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Charlie. 53 to Mike. Snap.
To throw is Wood. Looking to throw on 2nd down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
Oh, shit.
Work this well upfield across the 45. 1:58
Why
left
would
to
you hold on
play.
to that ball?
Damn. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Look at me. Zipper. 56-6. Pull it hot.
Looking to throw on second down.
Oh, God!
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Wood operating from the gun.
Oh,
and
shit!
It'll be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Oh, Mike McGinnis! I'm a dog out here, boy! Shit, Mike McGinnis!
Go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever
Oh, Mike McGinnis!
We're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw.
Oh! Let's go!
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st down, Pollard, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's going to draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. And the The Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone.
We're going to take it out too.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Switch. Hey. High 7. On the ball. Big River.
Wood from the gun. He'll throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Hey, fucking ball, you fucking.
Here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Come on, man.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh! Oh, God, this say don't do me like that. I'm going to say, God, don't. Oh, God, oh, thank you, God. I'm going to say, God, don't do me like that. Come on, God. I've been doing all this hard work. Don't do me like that.
This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Oh, you sucker!
He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Right there, nigga.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this
one. See that protection.
As they head to the field.
Got him! Dominic, I'm doing what you couldn't do, Dominic. Y'all doing what you couldn't do, Dominic. McGinnis don't blow me out. I told you, I'm his biggest fucking kryptonite. Carlos ain't, Dominic ain't, Nolane, Meek ain't, Mike Moody is. I'm Mike McGinnis' biggest kryptonite.
I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they
I'm his biggest
like
kryptonite,
almost like big bolts of lightning.
Nah, y'all better not review shit. That was a fair touchdown. Don't do me like that. Say, nah, don't review shit. Don't shit need to be reviewed.
Wants to try to add the PAT.
I was going to be done smoking for the night, but damn, I might have to roll me a blunt up, nigga.
And the lead is now 13.
I wasn't trying to take my mic out. He slipped up. I'm a little too excited. Let me calm down now before I start doing some stupid shit. Doing what Dominique couldn't do.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Where? He should have fumbled that
shit.
Mike McGinnis, you told me you ain't going to play no music on me, bro. Be a man of your word, Mike McGinnis. Be a man of your word, Mike McGinnis. You told me you ain't going to play no music. Damn, be a man of your word.
Just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Oh, Mike McGinnis!
Intercepted for the
Mike McGinnis!
Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Oh my God!
So there's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
Good.
They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike, Danny.
Kamara. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The 10th carry for Kamara. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Wood now on 3rd down.
Come on, bro.
It's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials
we
are
don't need no
instructed.
touchdown, homie. He can't score on us. We don't need no touchdown.
No flag. Let them
He
fight
can't
it
score
out.
a
Forces 4th down.
touchdown.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or worse,
fuck
a
that.
punt. In this
Earn
case,
your right
it's
to be
been
called a
threes.
man, nigga.
It's
That's your best play of the game right there. That's your best fucking play of the game right there. That's your best play. That's
a great way to get set up.
A kickoff return is your best play of the game, Mike McGinnis.
They'll run on 1st down.
Where? We shutting the run down.
Give him a yard.
Run it back.
43.
Me couldn't do nothing. You see, me couldn't do it. What the hell makes you think you gonna be able to do it? Shit.
61, Matchbox, Light, 56, 65, 65, alert flare,
2nd and 9 now.
Oh, I didn't see that. I wasn't paying attention.
It's complete.
That's my fault.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 30. This quarterback now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards in a Seattle 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half.
Where you going, Mike McGinnis?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check. Go.
Uh-oh.
He's coming.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. He'll drop the throw. That's complete to Smith. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st NFL reception goes for 6 as they are able to cut into that lead.
Damn it. We had him right
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here.
Oh, damn it!
Back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. The Saints on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, Pollard. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Running with Kamara. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there,
good game, Mike.
15 times in NFL history. As a 60-yard field goal.
Everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it.
Yeah, you fall hard, Mike McGinnis. Where? Shut it down.
To even try it as well.
Coming to the
no, you scored off of a nigga missed a tackle,
for them
bro.
To touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that
should have been a fucking hit.
Because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly.
Ah, damn it, that was a pick.
Incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up.
It's tough out here, Mike McGinnis.
He'll look to throw.
Oh my God, man! Go kick something. Somebody go kick something. Damn, that was a big.
Now the Seahawks call the second.
Good game, McGinnis. You fought hard.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Watch the screen. 29 is the Mike exit. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 29 is the Mike 29. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Out, 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 out. Check three, check three, check three. Box track. Ready, go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Let's go, fellas.
Today's final score, Saints 29, Seahawks 15.
Keep it on me, 'cause my